Hello, hello, mic check. Okay, good. And we're underway with the first period here between the Allies and the Hockey Monsters. Big game tonight, as both these teams trying to control the E2 division here. The Monsters at 6-1 and the Allies at 5-1. Only loss the Allies had this season, as I said earlier, was to the Hockey Monsters opening up the season. Here's Jim Benning, trying to get it out of his own end. Clears it down and picked up by Blazinski. Blazinski sends it back for Delgado. Delgado tries to get it back in for Blazinski, but taken away by St. Arnold. St. Arnold sends it around to Kokoris. Tries to fight by Blazinski, but Blazinski uses his skate to knock it back into the Hockey Monsters' end. And picked up by St. Arnold. No, I'm sorry, Kokoris. Blizzy. Kokoris shoots it wide. Delgado spins around Ralston and sends it out for Blazinski. Blazinski fires it, knocked away by the Hockey Monsters. And sent back into the Hockey Monster end. Picked up by Kokoris. Kokoris has St. Arnold, but he ends up going up court to Ralston. Taken away, there's Watros to Hill. Hill takes a shot. Saved away by Johnson. And the Allies pick it back up as Watros drops it for Benning. Benning over to his partner tonight, Joey Delgado, playing together for the first time. Benning back to Evan Hill. Evan Hill circles around with it. Makes a good move, but lost control at center ice. Here's Watros. Watros fires it in and saved by Johnson. We'll have a face-off here. Looks like it's going to be to the left of Johnson. Dan Belizzi for the Hockey Monsters. He's had a hot hand this season, scoring 11 goals, while Rich Kokoris has 8. And the speedy Matt Nadeau has 4 goals. So a lot of scoring from this Hockey Monster team. That's how they've been able to get out to 6-1. Brian Talbot circling around in his own end. Talbot taking it through the neutral zone. Sends it in and almost went in. Very lackluster effort from Johnson that time, but he was lucky that it didn't go in. And it looks like he was able to hold it out. They're saying it was in, but no sign from the referee. So the face-off will be to the right of Johnson. That was really Seth Gibson saying it was in. He's got the worst look of everyone, being all the way down here. Shot on, saved by Johnson. Nice job by Mazurko getting it out of his end. DeBlane picks it up, circles away from Watros. Sends it up to Mazurko. Mazurko fighting with Evan Hill for it, and Mazurko comes away with it. Mazurko leaves it for Nadeau. Nadeau looking back for Mazurko, but a good play by Santilli, knocking it away. And Talbot comes sliding in behind the net, knocks it off of Nadeau's stick. Kind of weird looking, but very effective. Here's Evan Hill down the other end. Hill shoots it wide, picked up now by DeBlane. DeBlane trying to get it out of his own end. Unsuccessful the first time, the second time it works out for him. Art Leaney loses the ball, and it's picked up by Watros. Watros coming in and scoring. Not a big surprise. One of the first goals of the day comes from the Watros Hill line, as they have dominated this league in every way, shape, or form. And they continue to do so tonight as they put the Allies on the board first 1-0 in the early points of this first period. And the Blazinski-Rieger line comes out now with Benning and Delgado behind them. up against Mazurko, Nadu, DeBlane, and Art Leaney. Delgado with a good job there getting it past Nadu. Nadu ends up getting it back. Oh, and he goes down. Here's Mazurko. Mazurko has help, but he goes by himself. Tries to push it in front and a shot wide. Brzezinski trying to get it by Leaney, but could not. Here's Jim Benning behind his own net. Sends it up to Delgado. Referee got in the way there, and here's a big break as Benning has Brzezinski, but a good play by DeBlane to pick up Brzezinski's stick and stop that pass from happening before it was attempted by Benning. And it's covered up by Johnson, so we'll get a face-off to his right. Watros and Hill have combined for 27 goals and 22 assists this season, which is absolutely ridiculous that two people could do that in 6 games. But they are very talented and very good players. Here's Jim Benning picking it up behind his own net. Gets it around to Delgado. Delgado trying to find Rieger, but they could not connect. Fired in and off Benning's foot. And behind the net now. He's fighting with Belizzi. Tries to get it out to Rieger. He does, and she gives it away in the neutral zone. Sent back in by the Monsters. Shot on and saved by Gibson. And sent all the way back down. Picked up by St. Arnold in his own end. St. Arnold behind his net, pressured by Brzezinski. Makes a good move there, but nice job by Rieger on the forecheck, knocking it away. Brzezinski shoots it in, saved by Johnson, and picked up by Kokoris. Kokoris couldn't get it by Brzezinski. Brzezinski now sends it out in front. Rieger was not ready for it, and it's taken away by Belizzi. Belizzi has it knocked away by Talbot and sent back in to the Hockey Monsters end. And Kokoris picks it up again. And it's picked up now by Ralston. Ralston sends it out for St. Arnold, and it's blocked by Talbot. I don't believe that was an intentional block. I think Talbot had fallen down and was just luckily, or unluckily, however you look at it, in the way of that slap shot by St. Arnold. He looks all right. Looked like he hit him in the side, but ends up being a nice block there for Seth Gibson. St. Arnold again taking a slapper, that time going off his own man, Belizzi, and it's sent into the Hockey Monsters end. Kokoris fires it down, taken now by Talbot in his own end. Talbot up off the boards trying to get it to Hill, could not. St. Arnold back to Belizzi. Belizzi has been the star of this team so far this year. Belizzi fires it wide, picked up now by Ralston. Ralston's also had a very good year. Ralston's got 6 goals and 7 assists for the Hockey Monsters. Highly underrated player that's been a big part of this team, especially being out there on the same line as Dan Belizzi. Belizzi with 11 goals and 5 assists, and really been the heart of this team. Face-off won by Watros, who just fires it into the Hockey Monster end. Picked up now by DeBlane. DeBlane tried to get it by Watros, could not completely at least. And then Leaney and Watros went for it together, and they end up knocking it up into the rafters, and we're going to get a stoppage in play. Looks like the Allies are going to switch up their defensive unit again as Delgado and Benning come back out together. Play with the Watros Hill line. Joey Delgado holds it behind his own net, sends it out to Evan Hill. Hill, just has it knocked off his stick by Mazurko. Mazurko, what a save by Seth Gibson on Matt Nadeau, but the second effort goes in. And the goal is going to go to Mazzarco. Or, I'm sorry, it's going to go to Nadu from Mazzarco. Beautiful save by Gibson the first time around on Nadu. Second time, not so lucky as Nadu didn't give up. Was able to recover the ball and take a second shot when Gibson was a little bit out of position after making a spectacular save. Mooney, fighting for it, wins the battle but can't get it to Nadu in front. Now picked up by Delgado, who tries to get to Watros but lost it in his own skates. DeBlane over to Nadu. Nadu trying to find DeBlane again, could not as it's knocked away by Benning and picked up by Watros, who can't find Hill going through the neutral zone. And here come the Hockey Monsters again. Mazzarco looking for Nadu again, couldn't get it to him. Benning, a great defender, easily the best defender on this team as far as pure defense goes. And Watros fires it deflected high and out of play. So we will get another stoppage. As they're saying, Benning is the best overall defensive player on this team. From a defensive standpoint, may not be the best skater, but he's very talented in knowing who to take and how to play the body, and really a center point of the Allies' defense, which is very important to Joey Delgado and his team. It's a big part of the reason that they are 5-1, despite blowing out their opponents in almost every game this season. And the faceoff's won by Blazinski. Knocked away now. Nadu coming in on Santilli. Good job by Blazinski getting back to help out on D there. Make Delgado very happy. And here comes Mazzarco. Mazzarco tripped up by Talbot, but no whistle. Now we end up getting a whistle as Gibson covers up. We'll have a face-off to the right of Gibson. Early score is 1-1. First the goal by Brian Watros for the Allies. Answered fairly quickly by Matt Nadu of the Hockey Monsters. Monsters send it in. Belizzi trying to find Kokoris, could not. Kokoris ends up just firing it into the Allies' end. Nice job by Blazinski getting back to knock that one out of his end, but it hits a rafter and we'll get another stoppage. These are arguably the two best teams in the league. It's not much of an argument, though, when you've seen how they've beaten pretty much everyone they faced. The Allies, as I said earlier, their only loss to the Hockey Monsters. The Hockey Monsters lost their last game against Shaken Not Stirred, who the Allies will play this Tuesday on election night. Allies able to get it out of their own end as Talbot sends it out. St. Arnold sends it over to Kokoris. And Ralston fires it back in. Picked up by Belizzi. Belizzi back to Kokoris. Kokoris shot and saved by Gibson. Art Leamy and Matt DeBlane are two of the biggest standouts defensively for the Hockey Monsters, but you can't forget about Rich Kokoris because he's brought a good amount of offense to their defensive squad, which the other guys have not been able to do. There's St. Arnold showing his defensive prowess as he knocks away from Evan Hill, who's trying to come in on a breakaway as he tried to split the defense. Didn't work as St. Arnold knocked it away. And the shot fired in by Watros and saved by Johnson and covered up. Here's Delgado. Delgado firing it in and knocked away by Johnson. Watros picks it up. Watros trying to find Hill. He could not. Hill able to recover it. Hill has Delgado. Tried to get it to him, but knocked away by Ralston. Batting in, it ends up picking it up. A little loft pass in for Watros and couldn't get it to him. Delgado trying to pick up the ball, but it looked like he just whiffed on it. And Evan Hill can't control as it goes back behind his own net. St. Arnold knocks it away. Benning picks it up. Benning up to Watros. Watros trying to find somebody, but nobody was there. Benning circles his net. Pressured by Ralston. Sends it around. Delgado pressured now by Belizzi. Delgado got it to Watros. Watros. Long pass up to Evan Hill. And knocked away again by St. Arnold. Save there. And that's the end of the first period. That was a quick period, but it was extremely exciting, just like we thought it would be. 1-1 is the score. Allies and the Hockey Monsters in a big duel for first place here tonight. So far, great goaltending on both sides. Very good defense on both sides too. I actually say I'm impressed with the Hockey Monsters defense a little more than the Allies defense to the early point. Jim Benning has been great as usual, but the Hockey Monsters have shown a lot of ability to just knock the ball away from Evan Hill and Brian Watros, and they're clearly focusing on these two guys because they know if they could stop the two of them, that's the way to stop the Allies. And we'll be back in a little bit with the second period right after these messages. And we're back for the second period here between the Hockey Monsters and the Allies. And there's the opening faceoff, won by, no surprise, Eric Lazinski. Lazinski fired a shot, knocked away by Leaney. Picked up by DeBlane. DeBlane sends it around for Leaney. Leaney tries to send a long pass to Nadu, but picked off by Benning. Benning sends a little dinker of a shot in, a little dinker of a backhand in. And Johnson made the save and almost hopped over him for a second goal. And you could tell Johnson was a little worried that might have snuck in. But he was able to make the save. Nadu wins that face-off. Zarko couldn't handle as DeBlane picks it up and sends it up to Leaney. Leaney with a slapper deflected by somebody, and it goes off to the side. Here's Blazinski. Blazinski sends a blind pass for Evan Hill, and it's taken away by Leaney. Leaney to Nadu. Nadu circling with it now. DeBlane sends a bad pass. It's picked off by Blazinski, and he returns a bad pass as the Hockey Monsters pick it back. And there's Mazarko fighting with Jim Benning, who's just had a great first period. Oh, a little bit of a crushing blow there by DeBlane. No call on the play. Benning got up just fine, so did DeBlane. Here's Nadu. Nadu, taken away by Watros. He's got Hill. Oh, pass just a little bit off by Watros, looking for Hill in the slot. Couldn't get it to him. Leaney trying to get it out. He can't, but he gets a little help. And they get out that time. Ooh, Evan Hill, looks like we're going to have a penalty this time. I would think it would be on Leaney. But let's see what the referee. Yeah, it is going to be on Leaney for what looked to be a leg whip or a leg check. Hopefully Hill's okay. He got up a little slow and went off the ice, which is never good when you see one of your top players get off the ice. Now Hill's a tough guy, so I'm sure he'll be able to come back from it, but that was painful the way it looked. Allies have to figure out what they're going to do with their line now, and Hill is off. And Hill is going to come back on, showing his toughness and tenacity. And they're going to push him back to defenses. Delgado moves up. Hill gets the pass from Benning. Over to Watros, and Watros scores again! Brian Watros from the top of the circle with a blistering wrist shot just past Johnson. And the Allies get a quick power play goal. Say about 8 seconds in. And they take the lead 2-0 on the second goal by Brian Watros tonight. Watros obviously the league leader in goals this year. Here's Belizzi, the hockey monster leader in goals. The chorus tries to send it back in. Watros able to send it down and picked up by St. Arnold. Pressured by Delgado. Now he's pressured by Watros, but St. Arnold showing some ability there, keeping it on his stick, no matter who would pressure him. And Belizzi fires a slapper. Ooh, and this is going to be a penalty on Seth Gibson. I believe it's on Seth Gibson for tripping. You don't normally see a penalty on the goaltender for tripping, but I've got to agree with him. And it looks like Dawn Santilli's going to serve the penalty. She can't believe it either. Gibson wasn't trying to trip him. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he was. I'm not going to speak for him, but it didn't appear he was trying to trip him. Belizzi sends it back to St. Arnold. St. Arnold loses it in his skates, and Watros picks it up, and Watros coming down and fires a shot wide. Great opportunity for Watros to get the early hat trick. And here's Belizzi. Belizzi with his 12th goal of the season, tying this one up at 2. Hockey monsters and the Allies, exactly what we expected. A defensive battle with great goaltending, back and forth, neither team blowing out the other. It's been a hard-fought effort. It's been a physical game, and this is what we expect to see. We expect this to be a preview of the championship this year. Anything can happen, but there's a good chance that's going to happen, and I hope it does. I'd love to see these teams go for the championship, and a great save by Gibson on Ralston. Ralston was left all alone off to the side and took a quick one-time wrist shot. Gibson got his glove over in time to make the save. Ralston looked a little surprised by that. And it looks like they're going to keep Evan Hill on defense now just in case. He was injured and he's just not telling them. As he moves up with Jim Benning, and Delgado will take over on the second line with Watros. Here's Blazinski behind the net, trying to wrap around, didn't work out. Belizzi picks it up, Belizzi drops it for St. Arnold. St. Arnold tries to get it back in for Belizzi. Belizzi behind the Allies net. Oh, and Hill took a spill. Good pass out to Kokoris in front. Goes wide, and the second effort by Belizzi is stopped by Gibson. Gibson looking strong tonight. So is Johnson. Seeing a great, as I said, a great defensive battle and great goaltending on both sides. Very good scoring opportunities too, but neither team able to get the advantage, at least not at this point in the second period. Face off one by the Monsters, but taken away by Blazinski, and he just drops a little backhander into the glove of Johnson. Not Blazinski's best effort there. Probably could have done a couple more things with the ball, but he decided just to try to beat him along the post. Blazinski won the faceoff all the way back to Seth Gibson. Picked up by Hill. Hill over to Benning. Benning spins around behind his own net. Sends it along the boards to Hill. Hill pressured by Mazurko, but sent down. Picked up by DeBlane. DeBlane trying to get it to Nadu, and he does, but we're going to have a penalty here on Rieger. DeBlane picks it up as Johnson leaves the net. DeBlane with a long pass to Nadu, and it's taken away by Hill. And Rieger will go for tripping. Well, a lot of penalties so far in this game. And we've seen a couple power play goals too. So this is definitely something Delgado wants to talk to his team about. Keep your stick out between their skates and don't take stupid penalties, because it's gonna hurt them, most likely. And here's the face-off. One back by Nadu. DeBlane fires it in off Delgado's skate. Shot goes wide by Nadu. Picked up by Benning. Benning, Delgado, and Watros out there for the Allies. Puts it in front to Mazurko, and Mazurko couldn't get the handle on the deke to get the goal. Nadu scores! Another power play goal. Second goal of the game for Nadu. As the Hockey Monsters go up 3-2. And both goals by Nadu have come off rebounds that the Allies failed to clear out. Their defense has not been exactly what it's not looking the same way it normally does. They're normally very good at clearing things out in front of Gibson or Jeffries, whichever goalie's playing that day.
Something happened.
And they're very good at playing the body too.
They're resetting the clock. Something happened.
We're going to take a short timeout. Looks like they're having a problem with the clock, so we're going to have an officials timeout. We'll take a break and come back with the rest of the second period. Right now, the Hockey Monsters up 3-2, and what's been an exciting battle. And we'll be back after these messages. And we're back for the rest of the second period as they get the clock problems figured out. And the face-off won back by Watros. Talbot picks it up now. Talbot up to Watros. Deflects off his stick and back to Seth Gibson, who plays around with it a little bit. Should not have done that, but the Allies able to clear it down into the Hockey Monsters end. DeBlane sent it out for Leaney. Picked up now by Delgado. Delgado drops it back for Santilli. Santilli trying to get it in, but taken away by Mazurko. Mazurko has Nadu. Mazurko ends up shooting. A great shot by Mazurko and a good save by Gibson. Blaine fires it, slapper wide. And Talbot sends it down to Watros. Watros, just misses the hat trick there. DeBlane now picks up, and he's going hard the other way. DeBlane fires a wrister wide, or a snapper wide. Here's Nadu. Nadu fires it in and saved by Gibson. Nadu tried to get it back to Mazurko, but a good play by Delgado. He trips over the ball there. And Watros in. Couldn't get good wood on that, and saved by Johnson. Watros has had tons of chances tonight. Obviously, he's got both goals for the Allies tonight. Looking hard for that hat trick. And if this keeps up by the end of the night, I'll be surprised if he doesn't get it. Especially with Hill playing back on defense. He's played, ever since he went down, he's played fairly easy. He's not all over the place like he normally is, which is when Evan Hill's at his best. And that time it knocks off his stick. Ralston couldn't control, and St. Arnold picks it up. St. Arnold sends it down. Benning able to kick it back Rieger trying to get it to Blazinski, could not. Hill couldn't get to it. Rieger sends it down, picked up by St. Arnold. St. Arnold looking for Belizzi. Kors picks it up. Tap to the head to Belizzi. And couldn't get it to Ralston in front. Ralston puts behind the net for Belizzi. Belizzi fighting with Hill in the corner. Belizzi comes away with it up to Kokoris. Shot saved by Gibson. Kokoris picks it back up. Kokoris over for Ralston. It's going to be picked up by St. Arnold and slapped in on Gibson, who makes a blocker save. Evan Hill. Hill makes a little move. Tries to get up center, but nice play by Ralston. Now picked up by Benning. Benning puts it in on net, and Blazinski right there and gets the goal. Eric Blazinski right on the doorstep for that one. Off of the shot by Jim Benning. And we've got a 3-3 game. Back and forth ever since the game has started. It's been a very exciting game. Nearing the end of the second period now. 3-3 as Blazinski gets on the board for the Allies. And he wins the faceoff. Takes it away from Rieger. Ends up giving it back to Evan Hill. Back to Blazinski with the long pass. Blazinski looked like a shot, but we'll call it a pass. We'll give him benefit of the doubt on that one. It was just a bad pass. Evan Hill fighting with Belizzi and Kokoris, and Blazinski comes away with it. Blazinski is shot and a save by Johnson. And St. Arnold and Blazinski getting into it. St. Arnold gets really pissed off when anyone comes near him, really. He'd gotten into it with Michael Kelsey in the first game of the year and ended up breaking Kelsey's wrist in another league this season, which has been a big loss for the Allies, but they have figured it out without Kelsey, who they miss. Kokoris out to Ralston. Ralston couldn't control it. Now Benning picks it up. Benning behind the net. Sends it up for Rieger, pressured by St. Arnold. Gibson came out to play it. Lucky he's got some help there. And Evan Hill skating up court. Hill, great move, and he's in. Oh, couldn't finish. Nice job by Johnson to cut off his angle and make that very difficult play for Hill. Now it's picked up behind the net by Kokoris. Kokoris has St. Arnold, but he ends up dishing it up for Ralston. Ralston with a good move, and he's got Nadeau looking for the Hattie. And a save. Bad angled shot by Nadeau, but it was a great opportunity. Johnson covers it up. No one within the vicinity, but eventually watchers got there and the referees blow the whistle. Very exciting game. 3-3 is the score between the Hockey Monsters and the Allies. It's basically a battle for first place. The Hockey Monsters have played one more game, and if the Allies win, would be percentage points ahead of the Hockey Monsters. Both would have 12 points, but the Hockey Monsters would have 2 losses. Again, they would have played one more game, but this Tuesday, the Allies will play their 8th game. It's going to be a penalty on the Hockey Monsters. I don't know exactly what Delgado was doing behind the net, but trying to kick it away and ended up falling down. Looks like it's going to be Art Leaney that goes for a slash. Art Leaney and Joey Delgado, very good friends. We've mentioned this before, that Art Leaney was an Ally for 2 days this offseason. He signed a contract and was prepared to wear the black, then realized the Monsters were in the same league, and he decided to stay with the Hockey Monsters. Either way, I think Leaney would have made a good decision, because these are the 2 best teams in the league. Evan Hill down for Delgado in the corner. Delgado takes the odd-angled shot, but Johnson stands tall. Johnson having a great season so far this year. Johnson's got a 3.42 goals against average and an 830 save percentage. And he's played all the games for his team. And a big save off Watros there. And a nice job by Mazzarco to get it away from Hill on the second effort. Watros shooting. Johnson, one thing I've noticed, both Johnson and Gibson like to play from their knees. They seem most comfortable from their knees. It's an interesting technique, but just call them ultimate butterfly goaltenders. Here's Hill dropping it up in front. Nice play, but no one was there. Zarko trying to get it past the Ally forecheck, and he finally does. Evan Hill picks it up behind the net. Hill coming up the other way. Over to Watros. Watros trying to find Delgado, it appeared, but he couldn't get it to him as it's taken away by Nadu. Nadu all alone as the penalty ends. And Watros takes it away. And that'll end the second period. 3-3 game. And we got one more period to go to see who's going to take first place by the end of this game, and who's going to win this hard-fought battle that we've seen so far between the Allies and the Hockey Monsters. 3-3 is your score. A great game so far. To recap, the Allies' goals, 2 of them were scored by none other than Brian Watros. Not a big surprise. Watros getting his 17th and 18th goals of the season to go with his 6 assists, pushing himself to 24 points now this year. And also by Eric Blazinski, who got the other goal. And the Hockey Monster goals, 2 of them by Matt Nadu and 1 by Dan Belizzi. And we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with your third period. The Allies are sponsored by Central Cafe, owned by Ron Lefebvre, which makes the most unbelievable chicken wings right down the street. And this broadcast is brought to you by Memory to Video Productions. And we'll be back after this. And we're back with the third period. Exciting third period is set to go in a 3-3 battle between the Allies and the Hockey Monsters. Ralston winning the faceoff, but taken away by Blazinski and sent behind Johnson. Now picked up by St. Arnold. St. Arnold sends it up for Belizzi. Belizzi fires it behind Gibson, who's already on his knees. I said earlier how both these goalies like to play from their knees. St. Arnold back at his own blue line now. Just tips it ahead past Blazinski. Blazinski, great job on the stick check. Taking it away. And blocked by Kokoris as he tried to get a shot in. Now picked up by St. Arnold. St. Arnold coming in. Firing in. Oh my God! A great shot by St. Arnold.
Nice shot.
It just looked like it hit Gibson right in the chest, bounced up over his head, and just went right behind him. A tough goal to give up by Gibson. You can tell by the look on his face and by the sound effects that he is not happy. That would be one of the reasons that you don't want to spend all your time on your knees, because you become a much shorter goaltender. As the Hockey Monsters take the lead 4-3. And here's Watros. Allies probably feeling a little bit of pressure now. Oh, Watros almost had that hat trick right there. Watros knocks it off St. Arnold's stick and picked up by Belizzi. Belizzi drops it back. And Kokoris picks it up. Kokoris over to St. Arnold. St. Arnold pressured by Delgado. Oh, spill by Ralston over here in the Allies' end. No one around him. Shot by Kokoris and saved and covered by Gibson. Gibson still looks a little ticked off from the goal he allowed earlier. Face-off will come to the left of Gibson. Won by the Hockey Monsters. St. Arnold sends it in. Taken away by Delgado, and Evan Hill picks it up. Evan Hill has not been a huge factor in today's game. He doesn't appear to be injured from the fall he took earlier, but something is definitely not right, because he doesn't seem to have the explosiveness he normally does, and he just doesn't look like the Evan Hill that we've been seeing week in and week out. Brzezinski comes out with Reaver. Wins the faceoff back to Hill. Hill around. Bad pass there. Mazurko. Oh, another one off of Gibson. Almost did the same thing that happened earlier, but he was lucky it went a little wide. Hill tipped off of Mazurko and out of play. This will take the faceoff out of the Allies' end, since it went off Mazurko. Going to bring it all the way just outside of the Hockey Monster zone. Brzezinski wins it back to Hill again. Hill up to Brzezinski, who can't control it. But a bad pass by Mazurko, and Brzezinski fires it just wide. Hill checked into the boards there by Leaney. And here comes the Blaine. The Blaine shot knocked away. Did come in on Gibson. He made the save. Here's Brzezinski, pressured by the Blaine. Got it up to Hill, who couldn't control it. It's not the Evan Hill we're used to. And here's Nadu looking for the hat trick. Couldn't get it by. Great job by Benning, who's been spectacular tonight. For the Allies, and a big glove save by Gibson. Gibson on his knees again, taking away a lot of height. And Mazurko could see that. Ended up firing off a shot, trying to go high side of the net, but Gibson said nope. Put his glove up and made a spectacular save. Face-off one back by Delgado. Talbot picks it up now behind the net. Talbot looking for a little bit of help. Sends it deep down to Watros. Good pass. Watros couldn't get in front and control it. Now he's pressured by DeBlaine in the corner. DeBlaine ends up coming away with it. DeBlaine down the other end. DeBlaine. Good defensive play by Santilli there. She knocked the shot by DeBlaine up in the air. Made an easier save for Gibson. Santilli's had a good game too. Allies' defense has definitely gotten better than we saw earlier on in the game. Biggest problem for them is the Hockey Monsters' defense has not gotten worse. And the Allies are also having a lot of trouble controlling the ball tonight. More so even from their star players, Watros and Hill. And here's Nadu. Oh, good flick by Nadu, just getting it down into the Allies' end. And Talbot sends it down. Nobody can control as it goes all the way down behind Johnson. Picked up by DeBlaine. DeBlaine out to Leaney. Leaney over to Mazurko. Mazurko had it knocked off his stick by Brian Talbot in his 20-foot stick. And here's Brian Watros. Oh! Goal! No goal. Save. Big save by Brian Johnson. It looked like a goal at first, mainly because all the Allies players put their sticks up in the air, but it was a glove save by Johnson, and a beauty too. Definitely looked like it was going to be a hat trick for Watros there to tie the game at 4. Face-off one back for St. Arnold. Tried to play it off the boards. Almost had the tie there. Great shot by Watros, saved by Johnson, who does not want to get off his knees, so he's doing this now. He finally gets up. Talbot sends it in to Delgado. Delgado finding Watros. He knows who the goal scorer is here tonight, and it's saved by Johnson. Covered up by Johnson. Johnson's having a spectacular game. spectacular game tonight. He's definitely keeping his team in this. Same with Seth Gibson for the Allies. The Allies could be completely out of this game already if it wasn't for Gibson. He's made some spectacular saves himself. There's a face-off won by Blazinski. Back to Hill. Hill pressured by Ralston. And they're fighting for it. Coming away with it is Belizzi. Belizzi. Oh. Sprawling play by Gibson. A little unnecessary, but give him credit. Allies couldn't get it out. Here's Belizzi. Belizzi keeping it in with the slapper and saved by Gibson and covered up. Gibson's getting a lot of pressure on him. The Allies are really struggling in getting the ball out of their own end. Something I'm sure that Delgado will be talking about when this game's over, when they meet at Central Cafe for the post-game meeting. This is very un-ally-like team. Oh! Shot blocked away in front. Gibson got a little lucky there. St. Arnold picks it up. St. Arnold circling past Rieger, who put a great forecheck on him. And Hill can't get it to Blazinski clean. So it still rolls in on Johnson. They are able to come away with nothing on that. Hill picks it back up. And he scores! Evan Hill with a beautiful goal. Evan Hill from just inside the blue line, a little wrist shot. It looked like it hit right underneath the crossbar in the top left corner past Johnson. Johnson didn't even seem to see it. It was a blistering wrist shot. And as soon as I said Evan Hill doesn't look the same, well, he comes out and gets a goal. Tying goal, big goal. So we are tied at 4 now. As the usual suspects have scored tonight for the Allies, Hill, Watros, and Blazinski. Hill trying to get it back to Blazinski, and it's taken away by Ralston. Ralston scores! Ralston just took it in after the bad pass by Hill. Ralston came in just about the top of the circle to the right of Gibson. Took a wrist shot, beating Gibson. Blocker side high. And as soon as they tie it up, it is now 5-4. And the Hockey Monsters lead again. As I told you earlier, Joey Delgado had said tonight we'll see if the Allies can prove that they're the better team, because the opening game in his mind was an anomaly. Well, so far the Monsters have proven that it wasn't. Still plenty of game left though. We'll see if the Allies can tie it back up again. Fighting for it in the Hockey Monster end. Nadu able to knock it past Talbot. Picked up by Mazzarco. Mazzarco, nice play by Talbot, knocking it away. Talbot's stick is, I'd say, at least 15 feet long. Could be 20, but it's got to be at least 15. And here come the Hockey Monsters down the other end. Shot fired wide. Picked up by Nadu. Nadu trying to get him Mazzarco, but a nice shot by Talbot in front. Not allowing the pass to be completed. And here's Hill again. Oh! Evan Hill almost had the tying goal again. I don't know what Johnson was doing there. That was not good goaltending. But Hill just fired it over the net. Watros leaving it. Nobody there except Mazzarco. Mazzarco has Nadu in front. Knocked away by Talbot in his 15-foot stick. Picked up now by Watros. Watros trying to find Hill. Turns out to be a long shot on net. And Hill is back. Evan Hill. Oh, this is the Evan Hill I remember. And that definitely should have been a penalty on Leedy. And they're going at it. Evan Hill and Art Leedy are going at it down in the corner. I don't blame Hill because Leaney was all over him, jabbed his head down into the ground, and there should have been a penalty called earlier on Leaney. It looks like they're both going to go for roughing. They're lucky it's not fighting, in which case they'd both be suspended, which the Allies can't afford, I'll tell you that much. But looks like it's going to be the two of them for roughing. And as I said, I don't blame Evan Hill at all. Art Leaney was all over him, basically walked over him, literally, and jabbed his head into the ground. And then checked him again into the boards, and Hill had enough. Hill's had a rough game as is. He was injured earlier, and now he's seemingly woken up, and he's playing his heart out trying to get them tied, and that's a bad situation all around. Allies back at it in a 4-on-4 action with the matching roughing penalty. Nadeau loses in his skates, but able to recover as he's pressured by Delgado. And Nadeau can't get it past Blazinski as it's tipped up by Blazinski into the Ally bench. And we'll get another stoppage in play. The Allies are going to have to go for a little bit without Evan Hill, which sucks because he really had picked it up. Looks like Rieger's out there on defense now with Benning. And Blazinski and Delgado out there, which is an interesting line, forward line. Delgado leaves it for Blazinski. Blazinski, shot saved by Johnson, and it's deflected out of play. Good blocker save there by Johnson on Blazinski. Just took a shot just inside the blue line from a nice little drop pass from Delgado, but blockered away by Johnson. Watchers looks like he's itching to get out on the ice again. Allies keep it in the Hockey Monster end. St. Arnold sends it down. Gibson's going to come out to play it, and he sends it around to Benning. Benning has Blazinski, but he couldn't get it to him. Knocked away by Ralston, who can't find Belizzi. Up to Kokoris, and Belizzi in front. Saved by Gibson. Big save. Ralston picks it up and knocked away by Rieger. Shot blocked away by Blazinski. Blazinski fires it in, past behind the net, comes back out in front, and now Blazinski and Johnson are going at it. A lot of bad blood here between these two teams. You can definitely see that from the start of the game, and it's starting to take its toll now on both these teams. Blazinski knocks it back into the Hockey Monsters' end, and it's fired back into the Allies' zone. Rieger sends it up for Delgado. Delgado now. Looks like we're with him just a few seconds left in this game, so the Allies really have to get something going and get it going quick. Rieger sends it out. Watchers can't handle. Delgado. It's going to take a minute. I can't tell if that's a minute 9 or 9 seconds. Can you? Scoreboard? Someone needs to go. It might be a minute.
It's a minute 9.
It is. And we have a minute and 9 seconds left, so the Allies have a little bit more time. They're going to take a timeout now. It looks like they're going to be, well, Evan Hill is back out there, so the penalties have ended, which is big. Gibson's on the bench already, and they'll have just over a minute to try and tie this one up. It's currently 5-4 Hockey Monsters over the Allies.
They should have power play for the rest of the game.
Is this this one?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I was trying to find the time.
34. When I stop my
And it turns out Belizzi's in the box, so Evan Hill, oh, big opportunity by Hill there. Allies have a huge advantage, 5-on-3 here, but no goalie in the net. So they better keep this in the zone and better get some shots going. Here's Watrous. Watrous back to Benning. Benning fires it in, and Hill couldn't connect. He just sends a little flaky shot out in front, and they tip at it. Oh, and there's another fight. The blade just turned around and hit Blazinski. Blazinski gave him a little shove beforehand, but he just turned around and hit him in the face. And now it looks like they're going to have another penalty. This is, if this ends up becoming a tie game, this is self-destruction on the Hockey Monsters' part. It is now 5-on-2. And there's going to be another timeout. So we're going to take another break, and we'll come back as soon as this timeout's over.
This is amazing.
And we're back with 41 seconds remaining in a 5-on-2 situation now for the Allies. There's no excuse if they cannot get a goal. And Watrous just misses. A beautiful chance for Watrous. And Blazinski trying to get it to Watrous. They got all their goal scorers out there. And they score! Eric Blazinski with the second goal of the game. And self-destruction by the Hockey Monsters. Too many penalties at the worst possible time. And the Allies capitalize with all their goal scorers, all their main players out there, except for their goalie, of course, in a 5-on-2 situation. And they come away with it. It's going to be a 4-on-3 now for the rest of this game, so they actually have a chance to win this before we go to overtime. Face-off's one back into the Allies' end, and Delgado picks it up. Delgado sends it out to Hill. Hill and it's picked up now by Mazzarco. Mazzarco saved by Johnson. And there's another scrum in front of the net. Lots of yelling and screaming. And Gibson's going to get off now to give him the extra man as the faceoff comes in the zone with only 2 seconds left. So there's really only a chance for one shot here. And good opportunity, but knocked away. And we'll have overtime after these messages from our sponsor. Once again, this broadcast is brought to you by Memory to Video Productions. And the Allies are sponsored by Central Cafe, owned by Ron the Fave, which makes the best chicken wings right down the street. We'll be back after the time. Looks like it's going to be Watrous, Blazinski, Hill, and Delgado. The usual suspects in this situation. We got a 3-minute overtime to try to see if we can crown a victory, and I'll tell you, I'm sure the Allies would take anything but a loss, but there's no question. If you got inside Joey Delgado's head, he wants to win tonight. He's not going to accept a tie. He wants to beat the Hockey Monsters to prove that first game of the season was a fluke, because that game has definitely gotten under the skin of Delgado and his team. And they're still on the power play. They still got a 4-on-3 situation. So a good opportunity and a save by Gibson, picked up by Hill. They got to use every second of this power play. Delgado taking it up kind of slowly, giving it to Hill now. Hill back to Delgado. Delgado shot in and saved. Knocked away. Hill picks it up. Hill but knocked away by Nader. Delgado fires it in. Watrous Looking for help in front, nobody there. Set for Mazzarco, who's giving him problems. Down in the corner, Mazzarco comes away with it. Skates it behind his net and fires it out of play. Almost taking out Brittany Camasso on the penalty box. We're already having problems with the scoreboard tonight. We don't need our scoreboard engineer to go down with an injury. It looks like Gibson may be getting ready to send on an extra player. Very, very risky move in this situation. But he definitely looks ready to come out. And he's looking at the time. Still got 2 minutes left, so it'd be very risky for the goalie to leave. Penalty is over. That one's fired up, hits a rafter, and comes down on top of the net. At this point, I'd be surprised if Gibson comes out. The only way I see him doing it is under 30 seconds down in the Hockey Monsters end. Now that the penalty's over, it would only be a 5-on-4 advantage with no goalie in the net. But they're keeping with their line of Blazinski, Watros, Hill, and Delgado. Blazinski can't win it. He's got to be careful. He almost got a penalty there for tripping Ralston. And Delgado fires it out of play. We're going to have a face-off right outside of the Allies' end now. This has been a very exciting game. A lot of people standing on the sidelines watching this one. Not one you'd want to miss. Picked up now by Ralston. Ralston sent back to St. Arnold. St. Arnold over for DeBlaine. DeBlaine fires it in for Belizzi. Belizzi can't get it to Ralston in front, so he sends it back to DeBlaine. DeBlaine just whips it around. DeBlaine's got an interesting shot, but it tends to work for the most part. Doesn't look very accurate, but St. Arnold down to Belizzi. Belizzi with a good play out in front. Saved by Gibson! And Gibson gets on top of it. Not letting in any more fluky goals today. He knows everything is on the line right now. Gibson putting everything he's got into this one. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Gibson. It's Ralston and Blazinski. And Blazinski comes away with it. Leaves it back for Delgado. Delgado trying to get it to Hill. And he does, but St. Arnold picks it up and watches right on him, all over him. And here's Blazinski firing it in. I don't know why he did that. He had a break, but Evan Hill down to Watros. Watros looking for that hat trick, and it goes wide. Picked up by St. Arnold. St. Arnold has it knocked off the stick by Hill. Hill to Watros. Watros can't control it. Watros up to Blazinski, who fires it wild. Allies have to slow this down a little bit. This is not when their offense is at their best, when they're just wildly firing at the net. Blizz, good play by Delgado there. Delgado up to Blazinski. Blazinski back to Delgado. Delgado coming in, and he shoots and saves. Just under 30 seconds left, it appears. Yeah, about 21 seconds left in this overtime period. We very well could be coming away with a tie game and a point for each of these teams, which in so many ways would be a huge letdown, not just for the players, for me, for everyone watching. This has been such an exciting game. To not answer anything except these teams can play with one another it's almost a travesty. But it could very well be the case. Delgado back to Hill, trying to change that. Here's DeBlaine for Ralston, can't control it. Ralston in front, couldn't get it to anybody. Watros and St. Arnold collide, and Ralston had an opportunity, but could not connect, and that is it. This one is over. It's a 5-5 tie, and we are gonna have to wait till the championship to figure out who's the best of these two teams. And for the time being, the Hockey Monsters maintain first place with the tie. They will jump ahead to 13 points as the Allies jump up to 11. And Shaken Not Stirred, who they'll play on Tuesday, has 12 points. But Shaken Not Stirred has played 9 games so far. Actually, Tuesday will be their last game of the season when the other teams have tons of games left. But it's been a wonderful day. And hopefully we'll see these two teams in the championship so we can get a better idea of who really is the best. But this was a very exciting night, very exciting game. And from the Plainville Indoor Sports Arena, I'm John Murphy with Brian Freeman behind the camera. Have a good night. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Alright, now we can do I'll do a fairly quick
Okay, we're ready. We're on.
Oh. Hello, and welcome to Hockey Time on Memory to Video Productions. I'm John Murphy with Brian Freeman behind the camera. Today we bring you a battle between the two best teams in the E2 division. Tonight's matchup has many different faces. First, it's a battle of redemption for the Allies, who have had a near flawless 5-1 record, losing their only game to the Monsters, to the Hockey Monsters, opening up the season. Tonight is the Allies' opportunity to redeem that loss and prove they are the best in the E2 division. The Allies feel their opening loss to the Monsters was an anomaly, in the words of Joey Delgado, captain. They were starting with 3 new players, 2 rookies, Evan Hill and Brian Wachtros, and veteran free agent Jim Bennett. They were missing captain Joey Delgado and veteran defenseman Brian Talbot. Their defense was porous. Eric Brzezinski scored on his own goal, and a shot that clearly went off the crossbar was ruled a goal by the officials. Joey Delgado says everything that could go wrong did. And tonight we'll see if the Allies can prove that's the case. This is also a battle of respect for the Hockey Monsters. They started off 6-0 and haven't fully been given the respect that they feel they deserve. Normally the doormat to the rest of the league, the Hockey Monsters have started off rallying. The Hockey Monsters are normally the doormat to the rest of the league. But after a rare victory over the Allies, they went on a tear, winning their next 5 games. The Monsters stumbled a bit in the last game against... What are you laughing at? Am I looking down too much?
No. I just got the sillies done.
Okay.
I'm tired.
The Monsters stumbled a bit in their last game, falling to Shaken Not Stirred, their only loss of the season so far. The Allies will try to change that tonight. But the Hockey Monsters are still in control of the rest of the league, and they're currently holding first place in the division. Something else the Allies would like to end tonight. And finally, this is a battle to avenge a friend for the Allies. Early on this season, the Allies lost Michael Kelsey to a season-ending injury. An injury suffered from a run-in with the Hockey Monsters' Adam St. Arnold. Kelsey and St. Arnold have had some bad blood since the season opener. To this point, the Monsters are the victors in this battle, but the Allies will try to change that tonight. We'll be back with the opening face-off right after this.